Yes,
What
sir.
you are doing since then?
Sir, since then I have been preparing. First, I prepared for MBA, the CAT exam, and
Yes.
then I shifted to civil service.
So you are not doing anything, only
No, sir.
preparing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And currently I am doing my PG in
PG in
yes, sir.
Good.
Public administration.
Okay, good. So public administration is your optional. Very good.
Yes,
So tell me, what is the definition of public administration? Simple.
sir. First, the term administration, it means to manage. It comes from a Greek word that is to manage. So, public administration is all about managing the public affair, and public by means it mostly relate to the state and governance, and that is all about public. The state and the people and the citizen, all those things included in public
Okay,
administration.
so what is the definition of bureaucracy? Anything?
Yes,
What is
sir.
bureaucracy?
Sir, bureaucracy stands for a group of people who are assigned in a government job in a and they are to do the work for the government. That is bureaucracy.
And who has coined the term? Do you remember? Who has coined the term bureaucracy? Or who has popularized bureaucratic theory? I think you have read it in optional.
Sir, that's I have read about Max Weber, the bureaucracy.
Weber idea of
Weber
bureaucracy.
and
Okay. So can you tell me the difference between power and authority?
yes, sir. Sir, power is more about having um, more takeover over the public. Then to it's we can say it is a one directional way of controlling. And when we talk about authority, it has a legal aspect to it. When power has by authority we can say the commanding the control, the people who have the control, they have an legal aspect from which they drawn that power. We can say that may be the constitution or any kind of acts that is given to them.
Tell me what Weber told about authority.
Yes, sir.
Weber's idea on authority.
Sir, Weber divided authority into three types. One is the traditional authority, and then the charismatic, and then the legal rational. And he emphasized more about the legal rational authority, by which he has not defined authority, but he has given a brief characteristics about authority, about legal rational authority.
The administrative system under legal rational authority is what Weber said. The administrative system under legal rational authority is what? Bureaucracy. The administrative system under legal rational authority is bureaucracy. Okay, so just tell me in two lines, what is NPA, New Public Administration?
New Public Administration? So, New Public Administration is a new approach, we can say, and by new approach it talks about the four values, that is relevance, value, equity and change, which are given in the phase of 1960s and 70s in contrast to the traditional public administration. By new public administration, there were a group of people who came to the Minnebrook conference and they challenged that. Yes, redefined. They gave the goal and some of the anti-goals.
Okay, so I hope you knew the concept of New Right philosophy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell me how New Right philosophy is interpreted in India. Do you think New Right philosophy is interpreted in India?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And it become interpreted mostly in the post-modernism time, the New Right philosophy. And by talking about New Right, we are giving more prioritization to the public-private partnerships, and we are giving more emphasis to the private mediums, and even in the present era the defense is given.
Next question.
Yes.
new right philosophy,
Yes.
it promotes the concept of
Privatization,
small
mostly.
state. Small state. Do you remember? New right philosophy. When
Okay.
you look second, the
Yes.
concept of small state, strong state.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, do you think Government of India is focusing on that concept in present 2022? The approach of Government of India, small state, strong state. Do you think Government of India is focusing on court bank management, reducing its activity? EPS, how? Practically, tell me
Yes, sir.
practical approach.
Sir, we can say there are two approaches to answer this question. One is uh, by bringing the Niti Aayog and all these things and and giving more budget allocation to the states. So by that we can say the center is giving power to the states. And
What is the vision of Prime Minister Modi? Prime Minister Modi's current vision, way of governance.
we can
The famous sentence. Prime Minister Modi given a famous statement
the,
every day.
the minimum government and maximum government.
Minimum government, maximum governance. And now you are aware that government is focusing on strategic sector. Apart from strategic sector, government is want to sort out other sector.
Yes, sir.
This is corporate management, rollback of this.
Yes.
Okay. So next thing, Government of India has introduced a new kind of training program for IAS officer. What is it?
Mission Karma Yogi.
Mission Karma Yogi. Government of Odisha is running on the basis of a charter. What is that? Government of Odisha is running on the basis of formula or the present day. In Government of Odisha, you frequently listen this, that government office function on this formula.
Yes, sir. The 5T.
It becomes 60. Mo Sarkar and 60.
Yes.
Do you know what is the 60 all T name?
Sir, I have not heard of the 60.
Yes,
sir. The 5.
You have to memorize this.
As you are public administration optional, they will definitely ask you all this question. Okay.
Sir, what is the sixth?
60 is tour. You are tour. Where ministers and bureaucrats are touring rural area, interact with people, and this will make administration
Solving their problems. After solving their problems, they will take necessary measures to ameliorate their sufferings. This is the purpose of the tour. Understood?
Yes,
and the other 5 T's?
Sir, other 5 T's are time limit and teamwork, technology, transparency, and
transformation. All this lead to transformation of the society. From bad society to good society.
So your other optional is Pabad
and history, sir.
You are sorry.
History. In who called Gandhi as Bapu?
Sir?
Who called Gandhi? Give the title Mahatma Gandhi as Bapu.
Bapu?
We call na father of the nation Bapu. Who told that?
Sir, Bapu, I have not heard.
You have not heard.
No, sir.
Okay. Is Subhash Bose.
Yes,
And
sir, he gave the, I have read, he gave the father of nation, but Bapu, I didn't.
the father of the nation, that is Bapu, no? We told. Okay. In one year, there is a election between Gandhi candidate and Subhash Bose.
Yes,
And Subhash Bose win the election. And Gandhi take it personally. So it is my personal defeat.
Yes.
My candidate lose the battle means I lose the battle. Either Subhash will stay or I will stay in INC. In which year it is happened?
Sir, it is in 1939.
Which location?
Sir,
Which INC it is?
Sir, I guess it's Tripuri Congress.
Tripuri Congress. Okay. So Subhash Bose resigned. Okay. And form a party, separate party. What is the name of that party?
Sir, that is Forward Bloc.
Forward Bloc. Who is the first governor, Indian, posted as a governor in the the pre-independence era? Who is the first Indian as a governor?
Governor of a state?
Governor of a British government, province. Who is the governor? Have you heard about SP Sinha?
Yes, sir.
Who is the first ICS officer of India? You are going to
Sir, Satyendra Nath Bose.
Satyendra Nath both or Tagore,
Sorry, Satyendra Tagore is
who is called as the father of the Indian civil service.
father of Indian civil service.
Yes.
It's Macaulay.
Macaulay.
Sorry, yes. Sir, maybe Lord Cornwallis.
Lord
Cornwallis.
Cornwallis.
Macaulay importance होची जे से इंग्लिश एजुकेशन दिला
Yes.
ना कौन
Yes, sir. Macaulay, he gave the concept of English education,
He
but is
was
he introduced in the
ସିଏ ପ୍ରଥମ ଲୋକ ଯିଏ କହିଥିଲା ଯେ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଯଦି ସେମାନେ ଇଣ୍ଡିପେଣ୍ଡେନ୍ସ ହେବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି ଆଗ ଇଂଲିଶରେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଟିକେ ପଢନ୍ତୁ ଜାଣନ୍ତୁ ତାପରେ ଯାଇକି ଆମେ ଇଣ୍ଡିପେଣ୍ଡେନ୍ସ ଦେବା ନହେଲେ ସେମାନେ ଇଣ୍ଡିପେଣ୍ଡେନ୍ସ କ'ଣ ବୁଝିପାରିବେନି ଇଂଲିଶ ମାଧ୍ୟମରେ ଏଜୁକେସନ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ସେ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଡିସାଇଡ୍ କରିଥିଲା ଏବଂ ଇମ୍ପ୍ଲିମେଣ୍ଟ ବି କଲା ନାଇଁ
yes, yes. He is called as the father of Indian unrest. ଯାହାକୁ ଇଂରେଜ ମାନେ କହିଥିଲେ ତମେ ହଉଛ ଗଣ୍ଡଗୋଳର ବାପା ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ସେ ଲଣ୍ଡନ ଯାଇଥିଲେ କେସ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଇଂରେଜ ବିରୋଧରେ
Bal Gangadhar Tilak.
ବାଲ ଗଙ୍ଗାଧର ତିଲକ. Okay, do you think that history,
Yes, sir.
as a like you have taken history will help you in the civil service journey?
Of course, sir. I think.
How?
Sir, by learning history, it's not just about the ancient past, but it's more about culture, and it talks about the looking at the present by having a broad arena of past perspective. So by that I can relate to the society in a more broader way, and by learning history also I will get to know about my past and my roots, the civilization past of my society, and that will also help to do work in the my field.
Okay, so there is a concept in history
Yes.
called satyagraha. What do you mean by satyagraha?
Satyagraha stands for a vow that Gandhi took, and he was mostly inspired by the Western philosophies of the reactionary forces of those contemporary times, and by that vow that means he took the course upon himself for the person who commit the crime, and for that he took the fast, and he observed that by taking the truth and non-violence at its principal characters, and he made in his book, that is my experiment with truth, he gave some of the broad ideas and the principles of satyagraha. 8 to 10 principles he gave. So those.
So you tell me one governor name, okay,
Yes, sir.
who has the only governor in the history who have impeached from the office.
Was impeached, sir.
Why
Warren
was
Hastings.
impeached?
Warren Hastings.
Yes.
Warren Hastings
Yes,
in
sir.
which year
Sir, mostly 1770. 82 more.
84.
84.
1784
No, sir, 1884.
1884 ब्रिटिशर्स का
Sir,
No, sir,
1784.
1784 को किए ଥିଲେ जो शासन करଥିଲା ଆମର
English.
British.
ବ୍ରିଟିଶର୍ସ ସେଠୁ ଆସି କ'ଣ ଶାସନ କଲେଣି
Yes. Sir, 1773 ରେ ଗୋଟେ ରେଗୁଲେଟିଂ ଆକ୍ଟ ହେଇଥିଲା ତାଙ୍କ
Yes, yes.
ବ୍ରିଟିଶର୍ସ ପୂର୍ବରୁ କିଏ ଶାସନ କରୁଥିଲେ
ମୁଗଲ।
ହଁ ମୁଗଲଙ୍କର ସରିଲା କେବେ
ସାର୍ ଔରଙ୍ଗଜେବ ମଲେ 1707 ତାପରେ ପୋଷ୍ଟ ଔରଙ୍ଗଜେବ ଏରିନା ଗୋଟେ ଚାଲିଛି କି ବଟ୍ 1600 ତ ଆସି ଯାଇଥିଲେ ମାନେ ରବର୍ଟ କ୍ଲାଇଭ୍।
ବ୍ରିଟିଶର୍ସ ମାନେ ଆମ ଦେଶକୁ ଶାସନ କୋଉ ମସିହାରେ କରିଛନ୍ତି
ସାର୍ 1600 ଅପ୍ ଟୁ 1947।
384 ବର୍ଷ 345 ବର୍ଷ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଆଇ ଡାଉଟ୍ ଇଟ୍
ସାର୍ 1608 ରେ ସେ ଆସିଲେ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ତାଙ୍କର ଖୋଲିଲେ ସାର୍ ସୁରତରେ ତାଙ୍କର 1608 ରେ
କିଏ ଆସିଲେ ଫାଷ୍ଟ
ଫାଷ୍ଟ ସାର୍ ବ୍ରିଟିଶ ମାନେ ଯେଉଁ ଆସିଲେ
କ୍ଲାଇଭ୍
ନଟ୍ କ୍ଲାଇଭ୍ ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମର ଥିଲେ ଆମର କ୍ୟାପ୍ଟେନ୍ ୱିଲିୟମ୍
ୱିଲିୟମ୍
ହକିନ୍ସ
ହକିନ୍ସ।
ବ୍ରିଟିଶ ଆଗରେ ସୁରତରେ ଆସିକି ସେମାନଙ୍କର ଫାଷ୍ଟ
300 ବର୍ଷ ଆମ ଶାସନ କରିଛନ୍ତି
ୟେସ୍
ଶାସନ କରୁ ଟାଇମ୍ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଟ୍ରେଡ୍ କଲେ କି ସେ ବର୍ଷ
which is known as the the turning point in the modern Indian history. So they came as a trader, they gave us tax, and came here to trade and give us tax. Now that is the point where they collect tax from us.
Yes.
That is called the turning point of the modern Indian history. So one war was happened, and based on that, on treaty was happened. On that treaty, the tax collection of Bengal, Bihar, and Odisha they got. So which treaty that was?
Sir, that is Battle of Buxar and Allahabad Treaty
Yes.
in 1764.
Okay. So thank you. I think you are comfortable in history. Okay. I'm
ଟିକେ
just checking.
ପବର ଟିକେ ପବର ବେସିକ କନସେପ୍ଟ ଟିକେ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜ
Sir,
ମାନେ ବେସିକ ଜିନିଷ ହେଲା ଏଇଟା ମାନେ କରେଣ୍ଟ ରେ ଏ ସବୁ ଚାଲିଛି ଏବେ ମାନେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ମିନିମମ୍ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ମ୍ୟାକ୍ସିମମ୍ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ
ୱାର୍ଲଡ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି କେବେଠୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଉଛି? ୱାର୍ଲଡ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିଟା ଆମେ ଯେଉଁ ପଢୁଛେ କୋଉ ମସିହାରୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଉଛି? ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟପୂର୍ବ କେତେରୁ ଆମେ ପଢୁଛେ?
sir, ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟ ପୂର୍ବ
ହଁ
Sir,
ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟପୂର୍ବ ଆସିବନି କି?
sir, ଆମ syllabus start ହେଉଛି enlightenment and
ଆରେ ଏନଲାଇଟମେଣ୍ଟ କଥା ଆସିଲାଣି
Renaissance.
ରେନେସାନ୍ସ ଆସିଲାଣି 1600 କେତେ ନା
Sir.
କେତେ 1400 କେତେ
1300
1300 समथिंग 1400 କେତେ ରେନେସାନ୍ସ ଆରେ ସେଠୁ କ'ଣ ଆମେ ପଢୁଛେ ସେଟା ହେଉଛି ମଡର୍ନ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି
modern sir wall history
ୱାର୍ଲଡ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଯୋଉଟା ସେଟା ମଡର୍ନ ମାନେ ସେଇ ଯୋଉଠୁ ରେନେସାନ୍ସ ଆସିଲା ସେଟା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଲୋକମାନେ ଗୁରୁତ୍ୱ ଦଉଥିଲେ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ଚର୍ଚ୍ଚ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ସୁପରଷ୍ଟିସନ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ଠାକୁର ମାନଙ୍କୁ କିନ୍ତୁ ପ୍ରଥମେ କି ରେନେସାନ୍ସ ଆଉ ରିଫର୍ମେସନ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆସିଲା ଗୁରୁତ୍ୱ ଦିଆଗଲା ମଣିଷ ଉପରେ ମ୍ୟାନ ଇଜ ଦି ସେଣ୍ଟର ଅଫ ଏଭ୍ରିଥିଙ୍ଗ not the God.
humanism
Prior to that, God was given utmost emphasis. But in Renaissance Reformation, man was the center of everything. ଏଇଟା ହେଲା କଥା ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ ସେଇଟା ପଚାରୁନି ମୁଁ ପଚାରୁଛି ତମର ଯୋଉ ଆମେ କେତେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଆମେ ପଢୁଛେ ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟପୂର୍ବ କେତେ ଆଜ୍ଞା ପାଖରେ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଅଛି ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଆଇ ଆସ୍କ
sir up to 5000 BC
ଅଛି ଏଇଟା ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ପଚାରିଲି ସେଟା ତମକୁ
sir Egypt civilization
3000 BC ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଆମେ ପଢିଛେ 3000 ପଛ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଅଛି
sir up to Egypt civilization that was in Mesopotamian civilization that was around 5000 6000 BC
ନା 5000
and in India also the Paleolithic age that goes beyond 10,000 BC so
ଆମ ରେକର୍ଡେଡ କେତେ ଅଛି
sir history
ରେକର୍ଡେଡ କେତେ ଆମର ଯୋଉ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ଲେଖା ଅଛି
history sir I can say about India so
Vedic age is
that
earlier or the Indus Valley civilization is earlier?
sir Indus Valley
କେତେ ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟପୂର୍ବ କେତେ
Indus Valley was started around 3000 BC
ମୁଁ ତ ସେଇ କଥା କହୁଛି ମୁଁ ଯେତିକି ଆମେ ଯେତିକି ଜାଣିଛୁ ପଢୁଛୁ ଯେତିକି ଆମ ପାଖରେ ଅଛି ନଲେଜ ଟୋଟାଲ ଆମ ପାଖରେ 5000 ବର୍ଷର ଇତିହାସ ଅଛି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ 2022 ତା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଖ୍ରୀଷ୍ଟପୂର୍ବ 3000 ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଅଛି ମୁଁ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ପଚାରୁଥିଲି ଯେ ଆମର ପାଠରେ କ'ଣ ପଢା ହେଉଛି ପାଠରେ 5000 ବର୍ଷ ତଳକୁ ପଛକୁ କିଛି ଅଛି କି କୋଲ୍ଡ ଏଜ୍ ଆମର ଯୋଉ କୋଲ୍ଡ ଏଜ୍ କହୁଛେ କୋଲ୍ଡ ଏଜ୍ ହେଉଛି 10000 ଇୟର୍ସ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମଣିଷ ଆସିଲା ମଣିଷଟା ଯୋଉ ମଡର୍ନ ମ୍ୟାନଟା କେବେ ଆସିଛି
sir 10,000 around 10,000
7000 years modern man is around 7000 years to 10000 ବି ନୁହଁ କାରଣ ମଣିଷ ଯେତେବେଳେ ନିଆଁର ବ୍ୟବହାର ଶିଖିଲା ଏଗ୍ରିକଲଚର ବ୍ୟବହାର ଶିଖିଲା ତାପରେ ଏକାଠି ରହିବାର ବ୍ୟବହାର ଶିଖିଲା ଏକାଠି ରହି ସାରିଲା ପରେ ଯାଇକି ତାର ସିଭିଲାଇଜ ବ୍ୟବହାର ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଇଛି ସେଇଟା ହଉଛି ମ୍ୟାକ୍ସିମମ୍ 5000 to 7000 years ଇଭୋଲ୍ୟୁସନାରୀ ପ୍ରୋସେସଟା ଆମଟା ପଢାଯାଏ
So you are a mechanical engineer.
yes sir.
ଡାରୱିନିଆନ ଥିଓରି ପଢାଯାଏ ଏଇଟା
So what is the basic difference between a two-stroke engine and four-stroke engine? Don't know. Do you know Hooke's law?
sir
Hooke's law you don't know. Laws of thermodynamics. You know. Tell me some practical example of Newton's third law.
Newton's third law
Third law.
every action has equal or
equal and
opposite
opposite reaction and
Practical
they are
example
acting
where it is we are applying.
sir practical example like
Have you heard about rocket? We are launching
Yes,
rocket.
sir,
On
rocket.
which principle it is actually going?
sir it is Newton's third law the thrust is coming down and that pushes the rocket back so that is,
Have you heard about escape velocity?
yes sir
So, what speed a rocket will go, it will escape out of the atmosphere, gravitational force.
sir that I can't remember
Okay.
সেটা কেতে
Sir, it is 11.2
11
11.2
2 kilometer per second.
per second.
Yes.
सेटा 11.2 और 14.2
I think
क्या
sir,
तो देखिए
देखले सर देखिया पड़े
ए एटा हमर डिस्कशन थला मु प्लानेटोरियम थला बडे
सर एटा सर मु टिके देखिया पड़े सर 11 पॉइंट
काहे
मते
ना
मिला
हमर जो ये
escape velocity
साउंड हां साउंड और लाइट स्पीड टा केते
सर लाइट स्पीड
3
से
into 10 to
तो
the power 8 meter per second.
कला तेनो लाइट स्पीड रे हमर केबे 11.2 लेखुची पर 11.2 ठीक तो मु कंफर्म नो के सेतला काई ना फिजिक्स लोकोटे हमर थिला जे प्लानेटोरियम सी कहिला बोले 13 ना 14 किरा चेंज हो गेलानी 11.2
so suppose as a mechanical engineering
Yes, sir.
you have given the duty to design a like design a bridge.
Yes, sir.
So which parameter will consider? How will calculate the strength of the bridge?
That I can.
Have you heard about stress strain diagram?
Yeah?
Stress strain diagram.
Yes, sir. Stress strain and those but there are long gaps.
Okay. So you have done this one. Okay. Tell me, as a mechanical engineer, how will you will utilize your knowledge in the civil service? Where you can utilize your knowledge in the civil service?
Sir, mechanical engineering, I don't think it will apply directly, but indirectly the knowledge of aptitude and reasoning, those will help me in the decision making process, because as we will be posted in the blocks and the tahsils.
The direct
then
knowledge you can give. No, you suppose one power project is coming, so their turbine is there. You utilizing the turbine. They are utilizing the suppose bridge. So cantilever beam or it is uniform loading beam. You can calculate. You have the the knowledge, na? You can rough estimate. You can say how much material it will be used. What is the strength of the bridge? What type of material you can use? So that type of strength of material you have read one subject strength of material, right? Or you tell me some of the subject of your engineering.
there are mechanics and design, automobile engineering.
Okay. At least you heard about the subject. Okay. 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 So yes, sir.
That means you have nowadays diverted your focus
Yes,
from your
sir.
engineering aspect to public aspect,
Yes.
which you have preferred as a subject in OS. You have given utmost emphasis, utmost focus on this.
The
How you will
humanities.
get OS? Maraguli mechanical engineering. तारा विचार से नहीं किंतु मन रखता हमारा OS पाइला परे हमें प्रमोशन होतले पाऊ एक्टिव हो तो एक्टिव होला बेले ए मु देखि छी हमर किछि एक्टिव अछन जो मन के मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर्स किछि एमबीए अछन जो मन के मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर्स सेट तमरो नॉलेज ता प्रैक्टिकली आसी जो तमे तले एक्टिव हो एटा मन रखता साइमल्टेनियसली ब्लॉग रे हमर जत्ते सब टेक्निकल प्रोजेक्ट्स होउची सेथिरे किछि धरो दिया होतला एलआई प्रोजेक्ट्स पे जो मशीनरी फिजिकल सब दिया जाए ता मोर मन पड़छ हमर को
Okay.
तो तमरो प्रिपरेशन अछि ठीक अछि तोर प्रेजेंटेशन भी ठीक अछि किछि आउर टिके माने कॉन्फिडेंट है कोइ करियो तो टिके मानता है बोझो टिके इनएक्टिव ही बोझो बट टिके
गाड़ी तुम रखो कि इटा बढ़ी जाई क्लीन सेविंग
ना सर, सेविंग इजी.
सेविंग ही जो ता
केबे तमरा अछि इंटरव्यू?
सर 23 रे.
23 रे अछि.
परीक्षा पर्यंत टिके इंग्लिश रे के कथा होबो चेष्टा करो सब दिन का
Yes, sir.
with your friends or with your brother or anybody else, or if there is nobody at all, you can tell in front of the mirror and you can tell.
ओडा फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट दोस
Third attempt.
थर्ड अटेम्प्ट इंटरव्यू केतना दे?
Third.
इंटरव्यू दी थर टीचर काई करूछ ई तो जो मानदा न बळिया कि कहलो जे तुम हेर किछि फोर्स नाही
कोते मार्क कम इंटरव्यू मेंस रे इंटरव्यू
सर फास्ट 18 रे तो मोर हिस्ट्री पेपर फास्ट 173 रे रहितला से कमी हेतला. लास्ट ईयर पबार्ड पेपर 2 रे कमी होला. पेपर 1 217, पेपर 2 167.
170 टा कमिला
आ इंटरव्यू भी कमी थिला 135
तो
थिला.
इंटरव्यू टारे तमर आउर टिके अधिया रहबो तमे टिके आउट स्पोर्टिवली कहले इंग्लिश तो कहउछ ना तमे तो पाठ जानिछ ना तो भूल कोना कोटा you know it but how to tell it in an assertive tone so that it will have a good impact upon the audience upon the members you have to devise that. English also କହୁଛ, tell very clearly.